Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. You know what Thursday is, right? It's review day. And we don't do this for our own health, do we, Joe?
No, we do not.
The reason why we have this and we help you guys out for free is because we have a course together, and it is a fantastic course. And every week we focus on specifics that you need to understand when you have a successful YouTube channel. All these things are covered in our course. We talk about thumbnails and titles and how to get your videos found. And this week we have to be talking about hooks. They're super important. It's the first 15 seconds of a video after you've gotten them to click. So you've made a good title, you have made a killer thumbnail, and now that 15 seconds is pivotal to the success of your video. So we're going to be looking at your hooks, because nothing bothers me more than getting clicking on a video and those first 15 seconds blow.
Well, you know what? That's a lot of people feel the same way because they leave after, if there's not a good hook to really bring them in, that's exactly what happens is people leave.
Yes. So we have 3 people that were willing to let us drill into their hooks, but we have a little surprise. One of our students just turned in one of his hooks so that we could review it. We review hooks on our course for all of our students as well, and so we give them little helpful hints during that little hand holding course time, don't we, Joe?
Yes,
and this one cracked me up.
Yeah.
They're so good. So anyways, all right. So we're going to go jump into the first one. He didn't actually, he did not give us a video to review. He just gave us his channel. So hopefully he understands that
we're doing hooks.
Today. We're doing hooks today. And the only way we're not able, the only reason that we're only doing the first 15 seconds, because we don't want to get hit with a copyright strike from the old YouTube.
The old YouTubes.
15 seconds will cover us. So not only that, they gave us permission. So which one do you want to pick here, since he didn't give us a video to do?
Let's do Hidden Gems in Castle Rock is the latest one that he's done.
I hate that title.
Focus.
I know. Okay. All right, here we go. Hold on, let me turn this up because I'm gonna have to put this down here. Hold on 1 second. Let me put it down. Oh, come on, Kristina. Oh, goodness gracious. It's like I've never done this before. Hold on. All right, here we go. We're gonna turn this up a tad. All right, we're going to go back. You ready?
Let's do it.
Have you been thinking of a move to Castle Rock, but you're not sure which neighborhood might be right for you or where to even begin your search? Well, today we have the answers to those questions as we highlight one of Castle Rock's most popular neighborhoods and one of the most affordable options in Castle Rock, and that is Foundry.
Okay, 15 seconds. 15 seconds. We got done. Joe, give me your feedback on that first 15 seconds.
Okay, so my feedback right off the bat is I'm not really drawn into anything. There's not really, if I'm looking at Castle Rock, but the thing is that what if I wasn't, or what if I, what if you had a really good title and thumbnail and drew me into, again, it's kind of hard to do because really you should be focusing on a niche, not a location, but I'm going to go with he has a good question, and he could have turned it around into something by just doing a little cut and bringing in himself, zooming up a little bit more and adding just a little teeny bit of editing would go a long way just to push that through. At 16 seconds, it seemed longer than 16 seconds to me.
There was nothing visually stimulating about what he was showing, like what he was talking about. If it was me and he was mentioning those places,
show it.
I would have shown the places that he was talking about.
I think he had. I mean, you could say, "Are you looking?" But he could have said it in another way of more of a statement, and then said, "This is what you can expect in Castle Rock," and then have like these different things that highlight that area.
Yeah.
and have even maybe some words with some sound design where it kind of hits and everything, to where it just kind of draws you in. And I didn't feel like that.
Like Castle Rock has the most amazing hidden gems. I'm going to be showing you some of these, but look at some of the neighborhoods that are right here in Founders Village, and then like showing all that. That would have been
Right.
10 times more exciting than
Right.
just.
And it's super easy to do. If you're
Right.
not familiar with like what B-roll is, you just get a little extra footage and you slap it over the top of yourself as you're talking to emphasize what you're saying. And having those short little things that to interrupt will draw you in if it's done correctly.
Do you know there's a Louisiana word for a little bit extra? Do you know what that word is?
What is it?
Lagniappe.
Lagniappe, huh?
Yeah, that is my favorite Louisiana word. It just means a little bit extra, little lagniappe.
I learn something new every day, not just about hooks.
Every time we're on here, I always give you a little helpful hint.
I like it. So yeah, I would that definitely. Let's go to one more of his videos real quick, and you pick one this time, and then let's see if his format's changed a little bit.
Okay, so that was let's try this one. This one, I liked the thumbnail on this one. This one was a little bit more exciting.
Okay.
All right, let's try this one. It was 60 days ago. He got 13 views.
All right, guys, today we are in Aurora, Colorado. I wanted to show you an affordable housing option. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom townhome.
All right, 10 seconds.
Under $350. We are listed at $320,000. And as you can see, we've got some nice open space around this unit.
I would have shown the house. You're showing everywhere but the house. And then you have all this information coming out at the bottom about you, but not about the house. Like, no, like they'll want to contact you at the end of the video when they watched the video, right? They've invested that time. They liked the house, so now they'll want to contact you. Don't put that at the beginning. Put that at the end.
Agreed. I concur.
You concur?
I do think that I like that he's out walking.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that he's outside walking. I like that he's done it. But like you said, he could cut right to it. And, you can get this for $320,000 and then immediately, you don't have to do the whole home tour. You could just do a snippet of what the house looks like. And if it's, maybe it's not aesthetically pleasing, and so he's showing the park and stuff, show the kitchen, show something that stands out, but do it in a way that draws them in. I do like the fact that he's out walking and that he's talking. I don't like that he has his name and his brokerage stuff at the bottom right off the bat. I'm way more interested in what the property is, and he's missing out on an opportunity, because let's say he sells this now this property or this video, it can't generate him extra leads, where if he talks about like what he can get at this price point, focusing on more of a price point, then it doesn't matter if he has the listing or not.
Right, exactly. Like in this area, this price point gets you this, and I have this one for sale, but there's other neighborhoods surrounding here too,
yes.
Show the entire area. Don't just stick it. I mean, if this is just a listing video, then fine. But I would, if you're trying to make your content last for a lifetime, make it more interesting about the entire area and not just the house itself.
I think you could definitely include a listing video in that, to where it could be closer to evergreen content.
100%.
Where you're not having to focus specifically just on that, but you bring it up, you let them know that you have it, and that way it's working for you. You go to all the effort of making the video, making the thumbnail, all that stuff. Like let it work for you.
I'm trying to find Chris Thiel's hook.
You want me to send you the link?
Yeah, it seems to be missing from. Oh, here, I got it. Hopefully he didn't erase it. No, he didn't. Okay. Do you want me to show that one next?
Yeah, let's do that. So what we're going to show you right now is we have a student of ours in the course that has really taken to. He's already obviously had skills with video editing and stuff, but he's taken it to a whole new level by understanding what a good hook is.
All right, here we go. Can you see it?
Yep.
Vacation properties. Retreat, getaway, paradise, luxury, sanctuary, escape. These are the adjectives that many people use when thinking of vacation properties, but is this really the case?
I loved it. I loved it.
Yes.
I loved it. I mean, like, first 15 seconds, you definitely got his attention.
Yeah. There's enough movement. There's different footage, and a lot of people say, well, I don't have that B-roll, or I don't have that, but he's not filming all of that stuff. He's got a Storyblocks membership, and he's just using B-roll that's licensed. So like, that's a really, really good video for bringing someone in about what he is about to talk about, what he's going to educate people on.
Yeah, Storyblocks, Envato. There's several different plans that you can use when it comes to that B-roll. There's even some free ones like Pixabay and Plexels, I think is the other one.
Yeah, there's a few for sure. Honestly, if you're really serious about it, it would be worth at least getting, a membership to something where it can help speed up your stuff. But the thing that I love about his hook is we know Chris pretty well, and his personality comes through on this video.
Right. And he used to be very stiff. Like when we started, he was trying to be in the box of someone he wasn't. And it made him stiff, but you would watch his like Facebook videos and they were totally different. Yeah. But for some reason he when it came to
more
YouTube,
proper.
Yeah. He was like trying to like be like a weatherman, I think. And then so we brought that out, the good stuff out of him.
and the thing is that like you can see how comfortable he is in being himself, and he can still be professional, but yet be himself. And that's what draws people to you to get leads and to get clients, is they feel like they know you. So it's not at all a bad idea to let your personality go through, especially if you're funny. Like, use some of that. Just don't go like over the top, but be you. That's what's amazing about this platform, is everybody's different and has different ways of relating with people.
I will say this. Some people would watch that and say, you're going to turn off a lot of people. But Chris understands that the people that watch his YouTube channel are people that are of the male species, and they would appreciate something like that. If your viewership is only 20% women and 60% men, you're trying to satisfy the 60%, not the 20. And right. So
that goes back to what our, in our course, putting another plug in there, it goes back to understanding who you're making the content for.
100%. Yep.
It's a great hook.
Yes, it is.
Good job, Chris.
Good job. All right, here we go. Real Florida group, realtors that do more. Oh, look, this 352, this is over in, I used to live out in Mount Dora, Florida. 352 is a Mount Dora area. Not that you care, I just wanted to share that with you.
Let's see it.
All right, here we go. All right. Sell your home fast with real estate photography. Amazing 3-bedroom. All right. Which one should we do?
Are these like home tours? Is that what all these are? So
that's what it looks like to me.
I don't care. Whichever one. Let's do relate. Yeah, there you go.
You've been waiting to buy that perfect pool home in Spring Hill, Florida, right? Well, get ready.
Okay. I forgot to put my microphone down. Here we go.
You've been waiting to buy that perfect pool home in Spring Hill, Florida, right? Well, get ready, because we've got the perfect one for you. And just in time for a sunny Florida summer. This one is right off Waterfall Drive in the center of Spring Hill. My friends, welcome to 9241 Angora Street.
That first 15 seconds, he made it all about him and not about the house. He didn't show the house within the first 15 seconds. He didn't show the neighborhood within the first 15 seconds.
I think his content, he could have easily shown the house by the way that with the words that he was using. I don't think he had to change anything. You could have a couple steps, and then this drone footage was sweet. That's what I would have used to draw them in, is that sped up version of the drone footage right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Because he already has the footage. It's just like it's just a missed opportunity to really draw them in. And I love how it kind of like zooms in and goes fast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily think the address, it takes away from the video for me. Like I
think this is a listing video though.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't have done it, but I mean, I get it. If you're putting it in the MLS, that's one thing, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you could use more of the real estate on the video itself and put the description and the address down below personally, or at the end. But I do like the speed ramp that he used to bring him in, and I think he could have cut it up to really draw me in even more. But it, like you said, it took 15 seconds of him just talking and not really showing anything. There was kind of a cool little shot too, where it had the address. He could have used that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to see this one. Okay.
This was up a day ago.
Yeah.
What's an essential key in selling your home quickly and for top dollar in the real estate market? Stay tuned, because in this video, we're talking all about real estate photography and how it can make all the difference.
This is why I wanted to review him.
Yeah, because you saw the intro.
Yep. Okay. Here's a little secret. I know you love your intros. Every real estate agent is like, I got a really fancy intro. You know, it's like a television show. Take it out. Like, there's one thing that I learned about like all of my videos. The minute I took out that intro is the minute that my audience retention went from 20 to 30% to over 75%. I was like instantaneous, like overnight. I was like, oh my gosh. And I thought, because everybody told me, you gotta have a fancy intro. Make sure you know, like say what the video's about, roll your intro, and then you ask them to like, share, and subscribe afterwards. Don't ever do that. Not ever, ever, ever.
Yeah, you definitely are losing. I bet if they looked at your analytics, you would see like it starts and then it just tanks, because that's exactly you've lost the opportunity to hook them and to bring them in. And that's one of the things that when you understand a good hook and you understand how to get them to re-engage, like I think their film quality and the audio is amazing.
Yeah. Oh,
it sounds great.
Right. It's little tweaks.
Yeah. It's just a couple little things to go, okay, I got to take that out. And, you know, I bet if they were to pull up their analytics, almost all the videos would be very similar, is my guess. Home tours, you're probably going to get that, but like you're just missing an opportunity, because how long is that intro? Is it 10 seconds?
Let's start it. Hold on. All right. So this is at 9 seconds. So
what's happened to my
okay, so now that's 15 seconds. So it's 6 seconds long.
Yeah, it's too long. You just get rid of it.
I just get rid of it. There's no point there's no benefit to you or to the viewer with that little thing in there. It doesn't benefit the video, it doesn't benefit the viewer, it doesn't benefit you. You know, like, just get rid of it.
Yeah, I do like the colors that they had and all that. That could be used in their hook with the graphics and animation and verbiage. All of that stuff can be used, you know, in talking and using that content when you're talking, going through, even if it's a listing tour, or why real estate photography matters or whatever. Like, you can explain all of those things, but like it really needs to be. I mean, people are there for the content. They're there to consume the content, not to see like the flashy, you know, animation. Yeah. And I mean, I get it. Like it looks cool because it's kind of all that stuff. But realistically, like you said, people, you know, they're there for the content, not to see the cool like animation and intro. Unless you are like showing people how to make that, and that would be a whole different demographic, right?
Right. And like the thing is at one time that was a thing on YouTube. Like everyone did it. but there's trends that happen that they'll go for a while and then that no longer is a trend anymore. And this is one of them. Like everybody had an intro, but now nobody that's on the high level does. Your camera quality is amazing. I mean, honestly, it's super crisp, clear. You got the bokeh in the background. Your audio is super crisp, clear. You obviously aren't afraid to talk to the camera. Just some small tweaks would make a huge difference. Another thing I just want to point out, because I'm looking at the length of these videos, and I know that in real estate content, in order for YouTube to distribute it a little bit more, either you're going to make it a short, which is under a minute, or you're going to make it, you're going to make
9
it
minutes.
Again, about 8.5 to 9 minutes in order for it to be pushed out to a different audience. And that's what you want, right? So I'm kind of wondering if he's attaching this to
like a website or
a website, right? Because like this one has 2,200 views.
Right.
And it's not an amazing title. There's nothing fancy about his thumbnail to make it go that way.
Yeah, it may be distributed through like an email list or something like that.
Email list attached to a website, maybe an ad. I don't know.
How many comments?
On which one?
Let's go to the two. Yeah, do that one.
Okay.
Investor.
One.
Yeah.
It's got to be some kind of paid.
Yep. Either a paid or some kind of distribution through like an MLS or other way of a landing page where they're trying to, gather some leads or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Look how his little suit blends in. He almost looks like an angel. you see here?
Yeah.
He like a floating head, like a little angel. Welcome to heaven. Come on in. This is your new abode.
I think I really do like the quality. I think like you're saying, just a couple little tweaks and it would make all the difference in the world as far as, engaging and getting people to, to finish watching the video.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm just another little tip. I know we're not talking about thumbnails, but I'm going to tell you this right now. Every home tour that I know that does millions of views has no person on it. Or if the person's on there, they're teeny tiny because you know what they're there to see, right? The house.
The house.
They want to know the price and the house. They don't give two flying flips about you. Yeah. I hate to tell you. Take yourself off there.
All they got to do is take themselves off there, and they've got a pretty dang good, and the address, and then they've got a pretty good dang thumbnail that they could tweak. Really, actually, on all of those would look really good.
Yeah. I mean, they're high quality. I remove them. I would remove the address, feature the house. I would actually pull the numbers behind the roof line instead of on top of the roof line. Have that because it's obvious that they've removed the.
Yeah, they've done it behind themselves, so they could easily do that behind the roof line of the house.
Yeah, because obviously this is a fake skyline. It's a fake skyline, so they can put the numbers behind the roof line of the house and then put the sky.
I would be curious to know if they are putting that in some kind of landing page and then they're using the thumbnail to get people to on an email list or like. But but the address is so small on there too.
Yeah, it'd be so hard to read. Most people are reading on
their phone.
On their phone. We're not talking about thumbnails. Let's move on. We can't help ourselves. Yeah. All right. So that was the Real Estate Florida group.
Yep.
Great job. Whoever your editor is and their videographer, they're doing fantastic.
Yep.
Oops. Hold on one second. All right. So this one is, believe it or not, in the same area of Central Florida. Like I know, like
the one that we just did.
No, this is a different one. This is over by the Villages, right?
Oh yes.
So if you took Mount Dora and drove to the Villages, well, back in the day when I lived there, it took about 25 minutes to drive there because you had to go through Leesburg and then go up to the Villages. Same area code though, 352. Totally different real estate markets though. This is like a retirement facility, like mostly retired people live there. And the other area is like, regular traditional building. All right. we're going to talk about your hook. We can't talk about your thumbnails, even though I really want to, because they got too many words on them. All right, here we go. This one right here you want to do?
Yeah, let's do that one.
All right, here we go. All right, hold on. Let me move the microphone. Hold on. I'm not fancy, you know.
Just enjoying a beautiful day. I'm in Canada today, and I have my house in the Villages. And one of the things that just happened was my brother called because he's down there and he needed to get into my garage. So I thought I'd share with you some of the tech that I use in order to access my home remotely. Make sure.
Okay.
We are 19 seconds in, and it took me 19 seconds to even find out what your video is about.
Yeah. I would have been gone already.
Yep.
I think you want to do tech for, managing your home remotely, but like, if that's something that you want to push or whatever, because maybe it is a lot of, snowbirds, or there's a lot of second homes or something like that. But to me, if I wouldn't even do that. I'd be like showing the house and showing like someone pressing a button and it unlocks, doing some B-roll of like, look what I did in 10 seconds in Canada, but my house is in Florida, like
cameras. Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't, and maybe
software.
Maybe he's doing like more how-to or something, but it, like you said, it took 19 seconds before we even knew what it was.
Before I even knew what it was about.
Yeah.
And just a little FYI, when you're doing these face things, I mess this up all the time. I think I even did this today. Look for the light on your camera. Don't look in the viewfinder. You're looking over to the right here. Even though you have glasses on, I can tell that you're looking at the viewfinder at yourself instead of looking at the lens of the camera. If you're using a cell phone, they usually have like a little green light. Yep. So you look at the green light and not yourself in the view in the screen itself.
Yeah. And if you are going to film it and you're filming with your phone, if you don't want to see yourself, or if you I know more frame, turn it around and use this camera because it's actually a way better camera than the one that's on your screen.
This quality is pretty good though.
It is not too bad. I guess we're talking hooks. So
but look, this is 10. He's got 1080p on this, 60 frames per second.
Maybe he does. It's 60 frames a second.
That's what it says. A 1080p 60 HD.
Well, he's either got a really nice Android or a later iPhone.
Yeah. You can see all the details in his hair and everything, It's good quality.
Yep. Again,
looks good.
Just some small tweaks on the hook for sure. Let's do another one.
I know. Let's do one more.
What are renters looking for with the big old binoculars or whatever those things are?
Yeah, they are binoculars. I think it's just an advertisement.
Yeah, it must be.
There's always going to be great
Oh
content
my
coming
God.
your way.
It's sick. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the
23-second intro. That was not an intro. So you used a
like one of those animated intros again.
Yeah.
I think that it would have been actually really, really cool if he was talking, but also if he wanted to show like that graph or whatever, like green screen yourself and put it in front of it to start, But if you're in the Villages, it's got to be gorgeous there. Why wouldn't you be filming outside?
I guess because it's hard to know the numbers, but if you're wanting to do something like that, I've seen so many guys do this where they just put the numbers on a sheet of paper and they literally say, let me pull up my numbers here. And there'll be like, as they're walking, they're like, according to the latest statistics, 63% of, people moving to the villages.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think yeah, I think that's actually better than a stagnant screen like this.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's a little hard for him. Like maybe he's kind of new to it, but it is kind of a learning curve of figuring out how to put a picture within a picture on these. But
it is a, what'd you say, 23-second intro before?
Yeah, I dropped that off, cut it right off.
Yeah.
The thing is that people are coming in looking for this answer. What are renters looking for? People have the attention span of a toddler on caffeine. Like they just do not have the attention span like they used to. What you need to do is draw their attention to make them not want to click off. And I know your avatar is older. Even older people have no attention span. Like they just don't.
If anything, like they may be more impatient because they want the answer right away rather than going, I'm going to watch a 6-minute video. So I agree 100%. I think that what you could do is, part of your thumbnail and your title, you need to fulfill on that promise. It's taking you 30 seconds or 23 seconds to even get to that, to get started. So yeah, definitely cut to the chase a lot faster.
So like a good hook would have been, you're walking through the villages and say, like, in the last year, we've had an increase of people renting in the villages here. Let me show you some of the things that they're looking for, and then go straight back into this diagram.
Right. I wonder if, because Story Blocks is pretty big, and I know we're talking about different B-roll and that, but I bet you they have some kind of drone footage of that area.
They do. So you can type in the villages on Story Blocks. It's in there.
Yeah.
I think they have people in golf carts.
Yeah. So there you go. Like, so you could take a piece of that's part of what you're talking about. You don't have to go out and film it. You don't have to go hire someone to go drone. Like you can just download that, put it on there. And then you could even have some numbers going in there, but like of rental numbers and all the stuff that we were talking about before. But just adding a little bit of that right off the bat to bring them in, I just can't imagine that there wouldn't be some really good like visualization that you could use with some B-roll to really bring them in, and then go into kind of this pie, graph of how many people are renting and what's the most important thing that they're looking for and all that kind of stuff. And if it is, like, you could even talk about those things. And if golf is one of the main things that's important to them, or pickleball, or, I don't know what it would be out there, but like all of those things, you could be showing people doing those activities.
Right. So it looks like the whole video, like as I scrub through, is all these different graphs. I would add some B-roll to this, because
even though it's only a 6-minute video, it'd probably feel like a 15-minute video because of like just.
I'd feel like I'm in school.
Yeah.
Like, that you had to sit there and listen to this, and they're just throwing stuff up. Like, but I don't have attention span. Like, it's all really interesting stuff, but I would just highlight the most interesting parts of it and then use B-roll and a little bit more engaging pattern interrupts into the content itself.
And I think a lot of people, they don't really think about the anatomy of a video. They don't really think about like how a hook really matters. They just, they film something because they want to educate somebody, and then they put it up thinking, well, I'm going to get some views because I've put the video up, which you will, but like there's effective ways of doing it, and then there's, throwing something together and uploading it. And if your goal really is to educate people and really to, cast a farther net, these little tips and tricks that we're talking about are huge when it comes to retention, huge when it comes to people getting more engaged, because you're putting a little bit more effort into your videos rather than just filming something and throwing it together. You know, there's some, like, I think the reason Chris's hook works so well is because there was a lot of thought behind it before he put it together. And that's a big thing that I think people don't think about, is they get the camera, start filming, and go, okay, what should I film? Rather than the other way around of planning everything out and then filming it.
I know we're not talking about this. I know that we're not talking about this, but I can't stop looking at all the words on his thumbnails. There's so many words. And this would be fine if it was a blog post. Like, these images remind me of blog post images because, you know, because you have somebody's attention, they're there to read. But this is a video platform and they're there to watch pictures, right? So the picture itself should tell the story of what the video is about. And you should have very little words. If you can do it with no words whatsoever, you've won the thumbnail game. Try to simplify your thumbnails in a way that's very easy for the eye to read, because this is too much. And you got to remember, like, there's like cursive on this. There's no way.
I can't read it right here. I don't know what that even says.
And I'm over 50, so I know, like, anybody that like, most of these people are going to be in the retirement age. There's no way they're going to be able to read that. Even this little thing right here, that Nova thing, that is small. So small. There's no reason.
Is that a subscribe button on the?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's like even like a little like homes, like the little. It'd be fine for a blog post, not for a YouTube video.
Yeah.
I can't help it. I gotta. Like,
I know. Hey, but it's all good. It's all good things. Like, all of this stuff, realistically, all of this stuff plays into a factor of having a really good hook. Like, you got to have a good thumbnail first. You got to have a good description, and then you follow up with a good hook. Like there is a method to that. And if you can figure out those things, then it's going to get your watch time like so much higher.
This one right here, the guy's back is cut off. Like, they didn't.
Yeah, just floating there.
Looks like someone shaved him off. So yeah, just push him over. But there's too many words on this. And I would just show the house. I'd have him over there and show the house.
Yeah.
You know, show Ruby Villa in St. John's. I'd have Ruby Villa right there. You know, instead of all those words. There's so many words.
Well, and a lot of the words are just the exact same thing as what the title says.
I know. And these, there's no point.
Yeah. So, but going back to the hooks.
Sorry. Can't help myself.
That is really good information. And if you want your channel to, to get more views, obviously, if you'll take the advice we're talking about and implement some of those, the title is extremely important. The thumbnail is extremely important. And then right along there with it is the hooks, because you don't want to do all the effort in doing a really cool title, really cool thumbnail, and then you lose them because the video, you just don't have anything to really draw them in, and they just leave. All
right, let's look at someone that's like, in a day getting 291,000 views, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like, and I had a phone call today where the guy said, well, it's because they started before me. That's why they get more views. No. Then he said, well, it's probably because she's pretty and she's a girl. I'm like, no. And then she was like, well, it's probably because, like, you were the guy. I mean, bless his heart. He was making so many like reasons in his brain why his content wasn't getting found. And he's like, I think there's just too many real estate agents. I think it's oversaturated and I can't stand out from the rest. I'm like, that's not it. That's not it.
Keep trying.
So I gave a few tips because, I can't help myself, but, yeah, anybody can start right now. Anybody can go viral tomorrow. And it's not too late. There's only one of you, but just don't. Yeah, like there is a method and there is a way that if you can understand how to do it, you're going to get more views. It was funny. He goes, oh, like my biggest competition is this person. And I went, oh, well, I trained her. That could be it. I was like, there's some method to her madness. All right. I got to get through the commercial first. Okay. Skip ad.
What's up, Graham? It's Guys here. So have you ever...
He has a little...
Yep. Instead of what's up, guys, it's Graham. He reverses it.
Yeah, he reverses it. It's his little catchphrase.
I wonder if he actually messed up one time doing that and then was like, you know what, I'm going to keep it. And then he just went with it.
I don't know. He's been doing it for about a year.
I know.
All right, here we go.
What's up, Graham? It's Guys here. So have you ever wondered how much money you need to make to buy a house like this, or even this? Well, wonder no longer, because today we'll cover exactly how much income it takes to rent and buy the typical home in every price point based on today's interest rates, record.
15 seconds.
So it's very interesting.
Information dump in 15 seconds.
Yes, I was just going to say, so he not only does he have really good what's up, guys, and then as soon as he asks a question and then he answers it right away with graphics and animation.
Yep.
You want to buy a house like this? Well, he shows a screenshot of Zillow, like things that people relate with. He's talking about how much can you actually afford. So he's bringing all of these things together and he's fulfilling on his promise of what his title and thumbnail is. It was 6 seconds as soon as you saw the very first graphic, which was a house. Mm-hmm. It was amazing.
Yeah, he's going back to real estate content. You notice that?
Yep. No more Bitcoin.
No more Bitcoin and no more.
Is he doing Fed stuff too?
But he's always done that. But he isn't talking about like.
What's up, you guys? It's Graham here. So I just wanted to share my story and my background.
All right. Here we go. He's doing a lot of like personal finance.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Now he's going back to affordability.
Yep. But he was all over a couple years ago, Bitcoin, stock market, Fed. And he would do like once a month, he would do something about the housing market. Yep. Now he's doing it like more. Yeah, twice a month now, 2 or 3 times really. But that's what happens. So you have to kind of change up your content with the times, right? You can't.
Well, it's a great idea to look at and say this guy is on top of, trends and what's important, and he understands what people are wanting.
Yeah.
At least what his viewers want.
Yeah. Do you want to pick out one of my videos?
Yep, let's do it.
Tell me which one you want to listen to the first 15 seconds.
Let's do the reset one.
Oh, the reset. Okay, hold on.
So the housing market is headed for a big shakeup after the 9 largest firms when it comes to real estate market research has changed their tune. So are we headed for a big giant reset? Is this a replay of 2008? Let's see what the big guys with the research have to say. And I'll put my 2 cents in there because I can't help myself.
All right, that's it. 15 seconds.
Perfect. So again, very similar to what Graham did, which is you have a question, and as you're asking that question and talking about it, you're showing on the screen, you're showing the answers to that, or more questions. You're bringing me in with all of the little graphics. I like the little popping sound that you did with the sound effect, which is another thing that helps bring people in. It isn't always visual. Using some sound design also really helps, like sell the effect or sell the graphic or whatever. And then I really liked the little animation on the side and the black and white stuff. And the other thing is, if you guys didn't notice, like she's slowly zooming in, but then it stops and cuts and then comes in. So there's these different interrupts that keep me engaged into what she's saying and not get bored. And that all happened in 15 seconds. Yeah.
I spend a lot of time, a lot of effort putting in those 15 seconds. Like I call it eye vomit. God bless you.
Bless you.
God bless you. I'm allergic to myself. All right. All right. Well, no one else asked for a review this week, Joe. We're not that popular this week. I think everybody's on
probably
vacation, though.
everyone's on vacation, or
Yep.
you know what? The other thing too, though, is like I appreciate the people that did put their stuff in there. It does take
Absolutely.
a lot of courage to put yourself out there and get some critique. And we really do hope that you actually take some of the advice that we're talking about, because it will help. And you know, if you follow these little patterns, you do these little things, it will make a difference in your views. And that's really what you want, is to get more views, because those views, if you do it correctly, that's how you can get leads, and these leads can turn into money. And that's what it's all about.
And I just want you to know that, like, we're not like talking out of our rear end. If you don't know who I am, I have a channel that's over 250,000 views. It's over 43 million videos.
250,000 subscribers.
Yeah, 250,000 subscribers, and then over 43 million video views. But I was just like, I was trucking along doing what everybody else was telling me to do for the longest time, you know, and it was like, I was very fortunate to end up getting good advice to tell me what I needed to do for my channel. And once I started getting that advice and putting that implementing everything they had told me to do, which was Daryl Eves. I mean, that's where it all happened, you know. And Joe and I are very fortunate in the fact that Daryl said, "Hey, you know what? I get a lot of real estate agents. Why don't you go help these people?" Yeah. I'm like, okay, you know. So Daryl's part of our group, and Joe Eves, if you haven't figured it out, that's Daryl's brother.
Yeah. I think that one thing that we really enjoy doing is this is not like a chore for us. Like, we love like videos. We love figuring out. I mean, Kristina is amazing at thumbnails and titles, and there's just so many things to an actual like YouTube video. And that's really why we put together, you know, our course, is because there's a lot of courses out there that give a lot of really bad advice.
Oh my God.
And so
it frustrates me.
And so we both have taken Channel Jumpstart from Daryl, and we realize that, you know, we have something that we can offer our fellow agents. And it's one of those things that if you really want to get better at YouTube, every week we're doing these live streams to show different aspects of what help make a successful YouTube channel. And we really, really want you guys to have success. But more than anything, it's like, I don't know about you, Kristina, but like watching Chris's hook and seeing and then his videos too. Like when they get done, they're amazing. And there's nothing better than seeing someone that sees and does he put in the work. I'm not going to take any credit. That guy did the work. But
he's always asking questions. He's always participating. He's in it to win it.
Yeah.
And the students that are in it to win it, you can tell. Yeah. Another one is Scott. Scott's another one. Yeah. I can't wait.
There's just really, really good intention. And then what's amazing is that they follow through and they do the work. And so if you get good advice and then you follow the work, then the method, you trust it because it will work. And that's really why we are taking the time to talk about a hook, and why we're spending so much time on like why 15 seconds really matters, and why can't I just put a little intro in there and have my cool flashy like logo and my little cutscenes and all of that stuff, and why they don't work like they used to. And that's part of, a big part of what we like to do. And then ultimately we want you guys to join our course. We want you to be part of our community. Even more than that, the community, I think, is we're building a pretty good community right now. And there's a lot of great people, and there's so much more room for even more amazing agents.
There's no you don't feel like in our group, I'm very fortunate in the fact that nobody feels like we're up here and then you guys are down here, and nobody feels like, we're not approachable or whatever. Everybody asks us tons of questions. We're all friends, and we all are here to help each other. That is the other cool thing.
Yes.
Our group is definitely a group of people that are willing to help one another. Like whether it's B-roll, thumbnails, I just love that we've created that kind of culture in that group. That's the fun part. I feel very thankful for that.
Yes, I do as well. I think, and it's wonderful too, because we don't know everything either. There's always going to be someone that knows something that you can learn from. And when you realize that, I don't know how many times someone will say something and it's like, oh, I never even thought of it that way. And then it's like, but you apply the principles that we're teaching, and then it really does benefit the whole group. And we're a bunch of geeks. So.
Yes. I want to show you this though, because nobody realizes, like everybody's like, oh, you've been doing this forever. But I genuinely have from the beginning wanted to make YouTube work. But these were my older thumbnails.
Yes, let's see them.
They're like so many words. Like I was trying to do the cutout thing. I didn't know how to do it. So I was doing it by hand. It literally looks like look at my hair.
Like chop.
Chop, chop, chop. Look. Oh my gosh. Like I didn't know what I was doing, but I tried. I was always trying. Like I thought this was an amazing thumbnail. You know, like 5 years. This is my 5-year mark right here. Crazy, right?
Let's go into one of your videos though, and let's see, like you pick one and let's see if you had the hook or not too. Like,
all right. Here we go. Let me pull this down. Hold on. Oh, I have an intro in this. So.
Okay, let's check it out.
Let's go with Corolla. For making new memories, for driving in style, for exploring together.
We got a commercial going. We're not gonna give them some free advertising.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the ad. Hold on. Come on. Ow! It's take a tip. Oh God, here we go.
All right, let's check it out.
Signs and pending signs. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. I'm calling right now. It's Take a Tip Tuesday. Do you know why you don't see sold signs and pending signs on houses? Hi, my name is Kristina Smallhorn. Your real estate was so such a waste of time. Such a waste of time.
I think it's a great example of what you like, how far you've come. So you've taken some really good advice, you've implemented, you've made videos, you've put in the work, and you do that compared to what you're releasing now, and it's totally different. And really it hasn't changed that much as far as it's not like you had to have this totally cool camera and all this really high tech stuff. It's really more just understanding the process of what a hook is and what a what a good thumbnail is and what a good title is, and like all of these things that become cohesive.
I'm also 20 pounds lighter. I had lots of Botox, tons of makeup. I don't do any of that anymore. For Ascension Parish.
Yeah, but it goes back to like you're you now, right? And people can relate. That's what we were talking about earlier a little bit, is in your videos. It's really good to let your personality come out, and you don't have to be this certain way that every coach tells you have to be. If you want to be a professional and you want to do real estate videos, you have to do it a certain way. And you know what? People resonate with people. And so when they see, hey, you're normal, you're you have these little quirks that you do, like these little things, like people remember those things and have a great relationship that they feel like they know you more.
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't realize that Rebecca Valera, I said we could do hers. I didn't see her form come through.
Oh, well, let's do it. I didn't see it either.
So, how do you spell her last name? Spell it for me real quick.
All right, you ready? It's Valera.
VAL.
ERA.
Thank you. Rebecca Hecka Hi Mecca Honey Ho.
Sorry, Rebecca, we didn't see. I guess we missed that.
Whatever. We're gonna get her because she's our friend.
We got some time.
Yeah, we're just shooting it up anyway. Here we go. All right, here we go. Can you see her?
Oh, okay. So we did the channel review for her thumbnails.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they can keep coming back 1,000 times.
No, I think it's great. I'm just like, I saw the $1 million listing and I'm like, yeah.
Remember, look, she did it thicker just for you, friend.
Yeah.
All right. This is a listing though, but do we want to start here or which one do you want to pick?
I don't know. You pick one.
Let's do this one.
All right.
And the results are in.
Oh man, why does it do this? Why does it make me do this? All right, I gotta wait 4 seconds.
Tom?
2.
You are 99.9.
Okay.
So the question that I get asked quite a bit is, Rebecca, I want to live in the country. And I'm thinking, did you really think that through? I mean, I grew up in the country and, I'm thinking snakes. I'm thinking lots of bugs. I'm thinking, septic systems.
I think that was great.
I think it was great. I mean, you said your hooks were terrible, dude.
Yeah.
Your hooks aren't terrible. What are you talking about?
No,
First of all, visually appealing.
Yep.
You threw in the countryside. You threw in snakes. You threw in everything. It was good. The only thing I would say is pick up the pace.
Yeah, maybe pick it up a little bit. And I don't necessarily think that you need to have your name and that stuff on there. Like I would just start talking about that. You don't need that lower third with your name and stuff. Let's do another one of her videos.
Yeah, because she's lovely. She's lovely. Oh, not this one. This one. Let's see. Da-da-da. She's a friend of the channel.
Yeah, we like that.
Yeah, we like a friend of the channel. All right, Rebecca. Let's do this top suburbs one.
Okay.
With so many places to live in and around Dallas, it's a wonder people have such a hard time trying to choose which city to live in. Well, today I'm going to be breaking down some of the top 5 cities that I believe are going to be big for 2022-ish. So let's do this.
Again, really good drone footage, lots of cuts. The only thing, if you want me to be nitpicky, is I think what you could do is add a little bit of text as you're talking about that. Just another element of a little bit of text, or like top 5, and have some cool like animation of the text coming in or something. But you have really good movement. You have really like it's good. But
she's having problems though. Her analytics are saying they're dropping off.
Well, I think the pace is a little slow.
The pace is slow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you add some animation and stuff, and I didn't really listen that well, but she might be able to cut her audio a little quicker.
Yeah, like take the pauses out, where it sounds like she's faster.
Yep.
Like I'm almost too fast. People will say, you're rushing. Why are you rushing? And I'm like,
well, you do cut out like that because you're in the middle. You take your breath out, but you also have like, so it seems like you have more to say and you're cutting it off. But I think it keeps people's attention too, because then they have to focus on what you're saying.
I like when she said 2020-ish. 2020-ish. I wish they would have been like that would have been like a focus on her face.
Like her face and kind of doing one of these things or something.
Like yeah.
But
no,
yeah.
I mean, that's nitpicking stuff, man.
Exactly. It's like good, definitely good B-roll, definitely good information. If she does have different cities, little bit of text, just throwing it in there would just spice it up just a little bit.
Yeah. But all in all, dude, you're doing good, my friend. You're doing good. All right, with that, we're rounding off at an hour.
Awesome.
She said, please nitpick. Well, we'll do this again. You know what? Just every week, dude, just keep throwing in your channel. We'll gladly review you. You're a friend to us.
Well, so. I want to see you tag me on an updated video and be like, hey, like this.
Yeah. You know what, Rebecca, I want to tell you too, I appreciate you shouting us out in the Facebook group.
We do.
Well. I really do.
Thank you.
You're amazing. So anyways, all right, everybody,
awesome.
Just know that we have open enrollment now for the YouTube Real Estate Video Geeks. It is open. We're going to keep it open even after it starts for a little while because we were a little late on the advertising, not going to lie. So
and we think that some people might be on vacation. I was gone for a little bit. So we want to give those that have signed up and those that want to sign up an opportunity without waiting another 7 weeks.
Yes, indeed. So, all right, guys, thank you. We'll see you next Thursday. I don't know what our topic's going to be, but you'll see it on the Real Estate YouTube Masterminds. I'll be posting again. So
awesome.
All right, bye, Joe.
See
you
ya.
later.
Bye,
Rebecca. Bye. Be good. Stay out of trouble.